guys, welcome to my channel. I want to give you all a big thank you for stopping in and checking out my video today. I am really excited to start doing YouTube videos and sharing with you guys, and I thought that the best way to start would be to do a little video about me, so that you guys can get to know me a little bit better. So I'll be answering a couple of questions and hopefully you guys will enjoy. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so jumping right in, the first question is, do you have a middle name? And yes, my middle name is Ruth. My second question is, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is, I actually have two, pink and olive green. Next question is, do you have a best friend? And the answer to that is, I don't have a best friend like in the common sense of best friend. I have a lot of close family friends and people that I've grown up with that are considered more family than friends. But I mean, other than my husband and my sisters, I don't have your conventional best friend. How tall are you? I'm 4'11". I try to round it off to 5 feet most of the time, but I don't think I've made it to 5 feet. Cats or dogs? And the answer to that is neither. I'm not an animal person. I didn't grow up with pets in my house, so I never like grew that love for animals. So I'm not neither a cat or a dog person. What was your funniest school moment? And I don't really have like a whole repertoire of like funny school stories. I was pretty quiet and pretty shy in school, so I guess the only thing that I could say is and it's funny now in hindsight, but when I was in college there was a day where I was in a public speaking class and we had to dress up. So I got dressed up and I put on these platform shoes that I had that were pretty high, and so I went to school. You know, I'm walking really carefully because they're so high I don't want to fall, and I get to class and I walk in, the teacher's not there, so I was like, okay, I'll go hang out outside for a little bit. So as I'm walking to go hang out outside, I'm walking, and as I reach for the doorknob, I open the door, and like this was like in one, like everything happened like in one movement. Like I pushed the door open, and next thing I know, I'm just laying flat on my face with my body, half of my body inside of the classroom and half of my body like outside in the hallway. And people were walking by, like some people just like stopped and like froze and looked like, oh snap, what do we do, you know? I was mortified. So I was like, I quickly scrambled and got up and sat down outside of the classroom. There was a bench outside the door, and I was like, oh my gosh, did this just really happen? And of course the teacher comes, the professor at that very moment is like, hey, can you stick your head inside the classroom and let them know that I'm gonna be a little bit late? So I was like, are you kidding me? So I opened the door and I stick my head in, and I'm like, hey, the professor says she's gonna be a little bit late, guys. And everybody's like, are you okay? And I'm just like, mortified. It was so embarrassing. And at the moment, my kids are walking around and trying to sneak up on me. At the moment, it was very embarrassing, but thinking back on it, it was funny the way everything happened, like in slow motion. It was horrible. But yeah, next question. What countries have you visited? I haven't traveled very much. I've been to the Dominican Republic twice, once as a little kid and once a couple of years ago. And also I've been to Puerto Rico. I went on a cruise for my honeymoon. I went to Puerto Rico, St. Martin, St. Thomas, and the Bahamas. Next question is, have you been or are you currently attending college? The answer is yes. I did go to college straight out of high school. I started off as a major in psychology. And after some time, I did switch majors because I realized how long it was going to take for me to actually get my doctorate in psychology. And I really wasn't willing to put in all that time. I wanted to do something and I wanted to have a career, but I didn't want to spend all that time and money. So I changed my major to business, and I wasn't really like 100% thrilled with it because I really wanted to do something in the counseling field. So then I switched over to social work, and I worked all the way through my social work up to bachelor level, and I didn't finish. I haven't gotten my degree in social work because once I had finished all my classes, I had to sign up for an internship. And at that point I was married and I didn't want to stop working because I couldn't afford to stop working. And not only that, I I wasn't in love with it. I didn't think that that was really something that I wanted to do, so I just never pursued it. So if I were to go back to school, all I would have to do is do a internship, and I'd have my bachelor's in social work. But I do plan to go back to school, hopefully. I did take a couple of classes to finish my associate's degree in business because I want to go ahead and pursue, and hopefully, God willing, this year I can go back to get my degree in either business, which is a more general field, or more specifically in accounting. Next question. What was your favorite and worst subject in school? So my favorite subject was English and like reading and writing. And my worst subject, oddly enough, was math. And I say oddly enough because I say I want to be an I want to work in the accounting field. I actually work in the accounting field, but I want to go back to get my degree. But it's cool because accounting is just adding and subtracting. It's not, I have more, like, I'm really, really, like, not good at, like, algebra and geometry and stuff like that. Let's see. Next question. What is your favorite drink? My favorite drink is orange juice. So simple. Orange juice. I love orange juice. Every morning I'd love to have a cup of orange juice. And also Coke. Oh, I love, love, love Coke. Not Pepsi, Coke. Nice cold icy Coke. Okay, favorite food. I would say, if we're going to talk about real food, I would say tacos. I love tacos. I could eat tacos like a lot. But if we're going to go ahead and talk about like sweets and stuff like that, I would say ice cream and cupcakes. But not just any ice cream and not just any cupcake. It has to be, for ice cream, it has to be Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream with chocolate sprinkles. Yeah, like if I was a 5-year-old, right? And I guess for cupcakes, it would be cupcakes from Publix, which is one of the supermarkets that we have here in Florida. They have their vanilla cupcakes with the buttercream frosting. Oh, so good. I love it. Love it. Okay, next question. What is your favorite animal? Again, with the whole animal thing, I'm not an animal person, so I really don't have a favorite animal. I mean, never really have. Next is, what is your favorite perfume? So I'm looking at my perfume collection. I would have to say top 3 would be, top 4. I have to put it. I can't. Top 4. Number 1 would be Miss Dior. The second would be J'adore. The third one would be Romance by Ralph Lauren. And the fourth one would be Amazing Grace by Philosophy. Next question, tea or coffee? And the answer to that is neither. I hate hot drinks. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink tea. I'm looking out the window because it just started pouring. It's crazy weather here in Florida. It gets cold, it's hot, it rains. It's just crazy. Anyhow, I don't drink hot cocoa. I don't drink hot tea or coffee. And I know you can drink like iced tea or iced coffee, but I don't like the way tea or coffee tastes. I hate the way coffee smells. If I walk into like a Starbucks to like get my husband something or for my kids, I'd rather go to the drive-thru because the smell of the coffee, it just is so overpowering. I don't like it, and I wish I did because I want to be cool like everybody and drink Starbucks, but I can't get over it. What would you or have you named your kids? So I do have 3 kids. My oldest girl is Abigail Amber. My second is also a girl. Her name is Alicia Victoria. And then the third one and last one is my little boy, and his name is Emmanuel Benjamin. Next question. What sports did you or do you play? And the answer to that is none. I have never played sports. I don't think I ever will play sports. I'm really in big trouble because I have a boy now. So I don't know what I'm going to do when he starts wanting to play sports, but I guess I'll have to just suck it up and you know, get through it. But yeah, no, I don't play sports. Favorite book. I actually have a couple. My first favorite book is, not in this specific order, but the first one I want to mention is The Kite Runner. I had to read this one in college, and I didn't really read it in college, like when I was supposed to. The teacher gave it to us, and I like read a little bit of the beginning, a little bit of the middle, a little bit of the end, came up with some intelligent comment to offer to in the whole discussion of the book, and that was it. But then somehow, I don't remember how, I decided to read it again, and I read it, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very good book. Also, the one of my other favorite books is actually not one book, it's a series of books. It's called The Bride Quartet by Nora Roberts, and it's a story about 4 friends who own a wedding planning business, and each one has like a specialty. One is a baker, a florist, a photographer, and then there's just like the administrative girl, who's like the general planner. And like they all work, they have this house that they use as a venue, and they plan the weddings, whatever, and then each book focuses on one of the girls and their individual romance story. And then the last book that I really did enjoy would be, it's called Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King, and it's a book that I don't even know how I decided to read or how I came upon it. I don't think I knew what it was when I started reading it, but once I started reading it, I was like, the storyline of it was really good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was creeped out a little bit, like freaked out. It was really like, the main character in the story is just like really far gone, really out there. It's about a guy who goes crazy, kills a bunch of people by driving into a crowd driving his car into a crowd. He kills a bunch of people, and the story is just basically a cop trying to find him before he strikes again. Next question: who are your favorite YouTubers, or who is your favorite YouTuber? And I'm gonna say that right now, I've been actually more into like what are they called, like daily vlogs, especially like family vlogs, because I sit down and watch it with my kids, my girls, and my favorite YouTubers right now would be Karen and Kwa from KK and Baby J, and I love them because they have really good content. They vlog every day. I don't think I've ever, since I've been watching them for like about 2 years now, I don't think they've ever missed a day, which is amazing. And their content is good. It's not something that I'd be afraid of my girls sitting down and watching without me, because it's not something, they're not going to hear or see, you know, something that I wouldn't want them to hear or see. So I like their stuff and I like them. They're really cool people. And they're from Florida too. Woo woo. Okay, next question is, what is your favorite movie? Oh my gosh, my favorite movie, and I have to say, is Save the Last Dance. And I know that there's better movies out there in terms of quality, acting, content, everything, but for some reason this has been it was always my favorite movie, like since I watched it, and I've watched it a million times. I'm not even lying when I say a million times. It got to the point that I could like recite the movie word for word, and nobody wanted to watch it with me because I spoke along to throughout the whole movie. The next question is, single or taken? The answer to that is taken. I have been married for the past 11 years. And the next question is, how many boyfriends have you had? And the answer to that is 1. I met my husband Giovanni. I was in my early 20s, and he's younger than me. He was in his 20s, late teens, early 20s. So we met. We didn't start dating right away, but eventually we started dating. We got engaged, we got married, and we've been together ever since. What is your favorite childhood memory? So I guess it's not a single memory. It's like a collection of memories that I have. It's when I was young with me and my sisters, and during the summers we would stay up late all night long watching TV, and we'd watch Mama's Family, The Wayans Brothers, and like other shows that I can't even remember right now, but I'm sure my sisters could sit here and like name them. And we used to stay up really late. And then the next day, we would sleep in all day. And my mom used to work in the day, and she would come home like around 3 o'clock, and we get up at 2, like get up, brush our hair, brush our teeth, get dressed, clean up a little bit around the house, and act like we had been awake and doing stuff all day long. But in reality, we had just woken up. So, I mean, it was something that we looked forward to. It's like the simplest thing, but we looked forward to every summer to being able to do this. Next question, do you speak any other languages? And the answer is yes, I speak Spanish. I am fluent in Spanish. My parents both were born in the Dominican Republic, and they were raised there basically. They moved to New York as teenagers, and so when they got married, they raised me. My first language was actually Spanish, and my mom says that when I started school, I didn't even know English because I was the only child. She didn't know English very well, so she says, we spoke Spanish in the house. So when I went to school, she says she taught me the important words: teacher and bathroom. And that's all I needed to know according to her. But I made it, and I learned English, and now I do speak Spanish, and I understand it perfectly. I read it, I write it. I just need to be able to speak it more. I don't know if it's like lack of confidence when I speak Spanish or what, but I know that I could be better at it. But yes, I do speak Spanish. Next question, describe your fashion sense. I would say that my 2 words to sum up my fashion sense is casual and feminine. I love to be casual. No matter what, whether I'm dressed up or dressed on, it just has to be comfortable. Next question. What is your favorite restaurant? And I don't really have a favorite restaurant. I'm not a foodie. I'm not big into like restaurants and stuff. And plus, with kids, we always do everything with our kids. And when we go out to eat, we just have to make sure that the menu, somewhere on the menu, there's fries and chicken nuggets. And if we have that on the menu, we love the place. We're good. Next question. Your favorite TV shows. So, the list. How to Get Away with Murder, which I can't wait for it to come back. Scandal, which I loved up until last. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't watch the last season. I have to go back like and find somehow to watch it because I watched the first few episodes, and Olivia's character irked me so bad that I just stopped watching. Like, I did not like what she turned into, so I just stopped watching it, and I had it on my DVR, but I just realized the other day that my DVR erased all of them, so I don't have them anymore. So I'm stuck. I need to find, just because I need to like find out how it ended, but I was so upset. Anyways, moving on. Rain. I love Rain, and I love The Tudors, which are both shows that are not on TV anymore, but I watch them on Netflix all the time. And then also a new favorite of mine, which is a show that is on Amazon Prime. It's like an Amazon original. It's called The Marvelous Ms. Maisel. And you guys, if you haven't watched it and you have Prime, you need to check it out. Next question, PC or Mac? Originally, I was a PC girl, but after messing up, killing 2 laptops, my husband said, enough, I'm not buying you another PC, we're going for a Mac. I've had that one for several years now, and it's been good to me, so I don't see myself going back to PC. What phone do you use? I am currently using an iPhone 7 Plus. And last question, what are your bad habits? And my biggest bad habit, even though I'm pretty sure I have many bad habits, the worst one that bothers me the most is that I'm a procrastinator. And I'm trying to work on it. I get things done, but I just wait for the last minute always. Like my son's birthday is in 2 weeks. And I still haven't even ordered, like, I just ordered the invitations yesterday. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I want to do. I just haven't ordered any of the supplies. I'm just, like, I think I work better under pressure. Maybe that's why I do it. But anyways, I'm trying to work on it. I want to get better with that. And hopefully I can become more organized to do that. So those are the questions. Those are all the questions. If you have any other questions, guys, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer, anything that I can answer. And I really hope you guys stick around. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up so that I know that you guys enjoy this video, and I can have I'm gonna have a lot more content to share with you guys, and I hope you guys stay tuned for all that stuff too. So I see you guys in my next video. Bye. I don't know if you guys can see him, but this is Emmanuel. Say hi, Emmanuel. Say hi. You see the baby? You see the baby back there? Say hi. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.